What's up, you guys? So it's Gaming Addict, and I'm gonna talk about EA on my Dear segment. Yes, I said it, EA. I know a lot of you people automatically are like, oh god, nothing in this video is gonna be positive. And if I would have did this a year ago, nothing would be positive. For years, EA's been a horrible company in multiple aspects. I mean, for 2 years straight, they got the worst company in America 2 years in a row, which is kind of absurd to me because you have companies that do way more shadier shit than EA, and they got the worst company. But I guess that's another form of the gaming community is some of the most passionate community you can ever set across. So here we go. Dear EA, okay, for years I didn't like your company whatsoever, but after hearing of this EA Access, I'm gonna give you a chance. I will give you a chance. Alright, if you continue to support this program with good support and not just jack the price up after you feel like people are jacked onto it, which I'm not entirely convinced you're not going to do. Alright, I respect you for making it $30 a year and $5 a month. You have my respect from that. And trust me, that's a very hard thing for you companies to do. You have my respect. Alright, first thing you really need to stop doing is what's what I'm looking for, is wasting my time at your conferences talking nothing about sports. I understand that that's your biggest thing, but it is absolutely ridiculous that I have to go and watch every E3 and the only real thing you guys talk about is sports. I was put to sleep with your press conference last year, and what's sad and what sucks the most about this entire thing is you have some of the best developers out there. You have BioWare, you have DICE, you have Visual, or the people that make Dead Space. You have all these really phenomenal companies, and you spend the whole press conference talking about Madden, talking about all these games. I mean, it's ridiculous. It really is. It's absurd. Do a digital event sometime that week of E3 that talks nothing about your sports of E3. Of EA, and I can understand. Last year was acceptable because this is the first year you've actually made a game dedicated to just next-gen game systems, and that's understandable. But now that that's over, I don't want to see another damn press conference that I have to watch a bunch of stupid-ass sports, the whole thing, because I'm really trying your sports out, and I'm liking them to a point. But I guarantee you that I'm not the only person that thinks this. If you would spend a little bit more time talking about your other parties than the parties that make your sports games, you would have better E3s than you do. You were by far the worst conference that happened last year. Okay, another thing you need to do is now, since Titanfall made a profit, you need to actually work on the sequel. You need to make the sequel a good sequel. You need to make sure that you don't take the good shit from Titanfall and give us bad shit from Titanfall, and take the bad shit from Titanfall and put it on there. We want content, and we expect it from Titanfall 2. I wouldn't necessarily say that Respawn dropped the ball on Titanfall, but they definitely should have put more work into it. Alright, and I can understand UFC. UFC was your first game, and I can understand you talking about that like you have. And my next thing, and that's my most important thing, is stop nickel and diming us every game you have. How many games? Once you get a tally, you should write every EA game that they publish, and then you should put a tally, check mark beside it if they do microtransactions, and I guarantee you more than half of them do. And that is absurd. But, you know, your EA Access seems like you're going to actually try to give your community something. Because by all means, change my opinion on you. Change everyone's opinion on you. And this is Gaming Addict. Peace.